No, this is actually one of the. I guess it's not as big as I think it is, but what a lot of people are not talking about in like the problems with multiverse right now is the hitboxes. And like everybody knows this, but they probably haven't fully processed it. So, you're in a match, you're just playing the match, right? And you're throwing out attacks and you're wondering why, like, what should look like your hitboxes is going right through people. Hitboxes are laughably small across the board for a lot of characters. And this is already a game that doesn't have an actual trade system of like attacks. Like attacks don't collide with each other. You're not going to hit somebody out of an attack. They go some really vague priority based system. I think it's really as simple as like whoever has the attack active first is who's gonna really win. That's the surface level of what I think it is. It's probably just a little more in depth than that, but it's not that much in depth. So, a character has their attack active and you throw out yours and you notice that hitbox just like I'm throwing out a neutral air of Harley, the little hammer swing, and their hammer just goes right through a character. And I'm like, what the hell I just got robbed.
Are we talking about how this game has no priority?
Oh yeah, most certainly.
None. Zero. Not. And
Zero.
That's coming from me. Because okay. The more I've played, the more I just run into more and more issues. Like I'm starting to see what you mean. And like
yeah, I'm not crazy. I really thought I was just being a little bitch or something for the longest.
No, I thought so too. I thought you were being a little bitch. I was like, oh my god, he's being so fucking pissy about this. But the more I played, I was like, oh no, this game's it's got a lot of problems.
Because I'm playing more and more, and I just keep confirming myself. It's like, why are my hitboxes going right through these characters?
It goes right through them. Because the way it works is, for example, in Smash, usually the way the priority system works is if two moves that are like of equal, strength collide, they clink.
They clank,
and they'll or they cancel each other out. But then
they basically have a trade system. You throw attack out and they throw attack out. Depending on the attacks, they're either gonna collide or one is gonna out prioritize the other. Simple.
There's the sense of like if it's stronger, then it'll just go right through whatever other one, and that's fine. But then even then, Smash slightly like makes it fair by making those stronger moves like laggier moves. So it's like it's not the safest option to throw them out. While in MultiVersus, it's not much of a sense of what's stronger and what's not. It's more of like you'll throw out a punch, but I throw out my sword first, and it doesn't matter. Like if my thing hits you while your punch hasn't come out yet, boom, it cancels yours out immediately.
Yeah, I think like who's ever attack like has the active frames like going first is who's gonna win. Like
exactly. So it just does not matter what you do.
So
you have to.
And because they don't have a dedicated trade system that makes hitboxes and hurtboxes so much more important. So now it comes bogged down to who has the bigger hitbox, or whatnot. So that's why characters like Finn and I guess in some cases Iron Giant are like dominating. Like Finn is not, I wouldn't say he's inherently OP or broken. It's literally just the system. It's the current system, the way this game is set up right now. I mean, I guess you could say his sword, maybe he does have a longer.
The way I've like prioritized, because I can't say anything without people like, oh, but you made the character, of course you're gonna defend him. But I'm not at all. But even then, in my opinion, and everyone has the rights to like tell me I'm full of shit, but in my opinion, when I run into Finns, I don't have that much of a problem. I'm not saying he's not extremely good.
I'm Harley. Well, I always have a problem.
You're Harley. But the thing is,
Harley is barely passable as a good character right now. After all the nerf spankings she's got.
And even then,
she's barely a good character.
People bitched so much about Finn that he's getting nerfed. He's getting nerfed.
And that's the thing. I don't want these characters getting touched. It's way too early within this game. Like this is like the first game I know of that did such early like nerfs, character reworks.
Although
Like we're not
that
even
Taz
in the
needed it,
season
though.
yet.
Taz
We're not
needed
even
it.
in this. Okay, yeah, Taz definitely probably needed
Taz
that.
needed it. That was ridiculous. That was just unfair. But there's
But
like a sense
that's kind of the
of
same
something
problem
that's
with Taz is that, again, that probably wouldn't be like Taz's little tornado wouldn't be an issue again if they had a fucking trade system.
that's
Or
true. Or at least made it more laggy to the point where you couldn't like spam it all the time. I don't know. There should have been something that would make it punishable,
because
but there
I had
wasn't.
to really confirm myself, like, for the longest, like, is it really the characters that are really the problem, or is it like the current mechanics? And then it's like, man, it's really the current mechanics. Like, literally, if they had bigger hurt boxes or hit boxes on characters that need it, that it would literally alleviate like majority of the apparent character complaints right now. Like, you wouldn't be out here just getting fucking ran over by Finns because you know you can't touch them right now. You can't touch a Finn with his sword at his disjointed hitboxes and range.
That's cool. You can see your player stats through the Twitch thing.
Oh yeah, that little Muxy app. Yeah,
That is
cool.
very cool.
But yeah,
And
so
it shows your opponent and everything and their stat. Wow, that is impressive. Okay, I'll give it to them. That's pretty neat. That's
yeah,
very
so
useful.
so yeah, this little current these articles that came out, you know, apparently the complaints reached Tony, you know, the CEO of Player First Games, one on side, saying they're gonna do a major rework.
Yeah, no, he's been like actually like roaming Twitter about it.
Yeah.
He like actually I'll give him that, and I find it cool that he's like actually paying attention and like listening to people, but at the same time it's complicated when like some people don't actually know what they're talking about. They're just complaining over dumb little shit.
Yeah, the people are just talking about like nerf this character, buff this character. It's like they don't need to do none of that right now until they fix the system, the current system, because they go reworking the characters right now before the system. Everything's just gonna go into shambles. Everything's gonna go into shambles. You're gonna have characters that probably never needed to be touched in the first place because they simply just need to rework the current system right now with the hitboxes and priority. Implement a trade system. You put that in, then you look at what characters are actually the problem right now.
But Ash is right about this. Like, this is something I will complain about. And this is me, even as a Finn player. Like, half of Finn's hitboxes do not match up with his like animations.
Oh yeah,
like there's that situation where I've spiked you when you're above me, and that just I look at that and I'm like, I didn't deserve that. That's not fair.
Oh shit.
And some of his attacks are very disjointed as well. But no, it's just
he's basically the Swordy of the game.